Okay, since I messed that up, this is recording number 2. Okay, so today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to watch some paranormal videos and see if I can't see if it's real, legit, or whatnot. At the same time, I have Molly right here, way back there, hanging up. Uh, Let me get it out of the way. I also have another camera on her, just to see if something happens. And with that said, let's dive into the paranormal world. Number 5.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Don't wake the baby. Italian YouTubers Paolo, Debbie, and Simona from the YouTube channel PIT, Paranormal Investigation Team, were contacted by one of their viewers about a spooky local legend in a dark forest. The legend says that there's a certain tree in the woods, and underneath it sits an old abandoned stroller. Then, above the stroller, there's a bell attached to one of the tree's branches. Locals believe that in the stroller rests the spirit of a baby who tragically passed away under mysterious circumstances many years ago. Furthermore, it's believed that if anyone nearby makes too much noise, the spirit of the baby wakes up and the bell in the tree starts to ring. But even more ominous, it is said that when the bell
I mean, so far it's a cool kind of, you know, creepy story. I mean, it's really not creepy. I don't see how a stroller and a bell. It just doesn't scream that this is going to cause a paranormal event. I don't know. That could just be me. I don't think that this is as tragic of an event.
rings, an evil entity
Oh,
comes to protect the spirit of the infant, and this entity will attack whoever disturbed the child. The PIT Paranormal Investigation Team travel to the mysterious forest and wait until nightfall. They search through the woods and eventually find the tree and the stroller. They put an EMF detector inside and just wait.
No, ma neanche avevo lo zero, Mamma mia. Raga, brilla! Raga, sta brillando! Sta brillando! Sta brillando! Sta brillando! La campana! La campana! Ma non si sta muovendo più di tanto, eh? Io ero lì, eh? Io ero lì! Io ero lì, quindi adesso?
Non si sta muovendo.
Ma poco! Ma rumore aveva fatto, eh?
Ti prego, dimmi che è stato il vento.
Non lo so, non lo so, non lo so. Ha suonato, ha suonato, ha suonato. Ha
Ha
suonato.
suonato dopo che ha brillato l'M1.
Quindi adesso?
E quindi che ne so adesso? Paolo,
Non mi piace.
quindi adesso in teoria, se è giusta la leggenda, sta arrivando qualcosa.
if you disturb her,
Esatto.
like if you make too much noise.
The bell rings, which according to the legend means that the baby has been disturbed and that the evil entity is coming for them. Both Debbie and Simone are more than a little freaked out and already feel surrounded by something that is lurking in the woods. But Paolo wants to see more. He grabs the stroller and starts to threaten the entity, yelling aloud that he will take the baby away. What happens next is downright chilling.
Poi non so se è suggestione, raga.
Cosa?
Io mi sento tirare la carrozzina.
Che senso ti senti tirare la carrozzina?
Come se dall'altra parte ci fosse qualcun altro che come se me la stesse togliendo dalle mani. Me la sta spingendo.
Mollala. Io dalla termica non vedo assolutamente niente. Per dirtelo. Mollala. Io dalla termica non vedo niente di strano, raga.
Oh, guarda! Si muove, si muove, si muove!
Paolo, te l'ho detto.
Si è
Te l'ho
mosso,
detto.
aspetta.
Paolo,
L'ho filmata.
Paolo, l'hai provocata, vedi?
Ha funzionato. Ok, è qua. È qua, è qua, è qua, è qua, è qua, è qua. È qua, è qua, è qua. È qua. Ok, ok.
Paolo explains that he feels like someone is trying to push the stroller away from him. When he lets go, the stroller eerily just moves on its own. The team no longer believes that they're alone in the woods and they
Okay, a thing that bothers me a lot right there is it moved forward. Okay, well that's interesting, but me when she does something weird, I go to it. I'm like, okay, wait a second. Let me record. Let me get in close. What is this recording? They didn't even. If this thing moved forward, if this moved across the camera like this, you would want to angle the camera down to see the bottom and be like, look, everybody, it's moving on its own. But they didn't do that. So you could easily tell that this is all hoax. They easily hoaxed this because anything that was going on or weird, they just you know they they just had uh someone off camera pulling something with a string or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it doesn't even seem like this is what people would do. Um, you know, I guess I could just be different. When I have something weird happening, um, I want to look at it. I want everybody to look at it. I want to look at everything about it. When they had all of the paranormal, I mean, let's start with the first paranormal thing. When they had the first paranormal thing happen, which was the bell. Nobody's looking at the bell. The bell rang. Go up to it. Go up to the bell. Why aren't we walking up to the bell and zooming in? Why aren't the cameras on the bell? Let's see it go ding and ding ding ding. We don't have that. And that's the first thing I would have done. Now, I understand if you didn't catch it because things happen and I you know how many videos I make of this damn doll and nothing happens. I mean, and then sometimes I just put things on there and I catch something really amazing. Honestly, that's the thing is sometimes you're not there to catch it. But if I was there to catch it and something did happen, which that happens a lot where I'm not there, something happened, well, I'll put the camera on there. Now I don't show you all of this, but I put the camera on that and I go, "Hey, what's happening? Is it going to happen again?" And it never happens again. I have a 30-minute video where I had invited a friend to come try to antagonize Molly, and nothing happened at all. The camera even went out halfway in, and we didn't even know it. So, I mean, I can upload that. I'll upload it and tell you guys things happened off camera, but it didn't happen on camera. So you might get bored. But but no, like right here, if these glasses went ding ling 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 and I'm right here and they just did that and we're still filming, I'm going to go, hold on, guys. Whoa. Whoa. These glasses went ding a ling 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 ling. Oh my gosh. Look. Look. Something moved it. Maybe it'll happen again. But they don't do that. So that to me screams that they are trying to fake this. They are faking this. Just because they're not actually trying to get the evidence. When I'm doing this stuff, I'm trying to get evidence. I'm trying to get proof that something is evident, something is happening. You know, you lose something when the evidence is happening and nobody wants to show anything in the area that's actually going on. There's something weird. Let's see it. I don't know. I'm gonna move on.
hear the unexplained sound of running footsteps all around them.
Oh, cos'è laggiù? Raga, 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 vi giuro l'ho vista passare. Ho visto passare qualcosa. Raga, l'ho filmato, sono quasi sicuro. Ho stretto la torcia. Raga, è passata una persona laggiù. È passato qualcosa laggiù, non un animale.
The creepy figure of what appears to be a woman can be seen quickly running through the dark woods. Could this be the evil entity that is said to come when the bell rings?
No.
Is it possible that this female spirit could be protecting the long abandoned spirit of the child in the
No.
stroller?
No.
Let
It's
me
not
know your
possible.
thoughts down in the
Because
comments.
that person, if it was trying to
PIT
protect
Paranormal
it,
Investigation
it
Team
would
is
have
now
came
releasing their
close to it.
investigations in both English and Italian.
I don't know if this is real, but if you're loud, the baby's gonna wake up.
So you can watch this full 3-part series in English or Italian over on their YouTube channel. The Nightly Visitor. Chris Coltman from the Netherlands recently reached out to me through email, explaining that his family has been experiencing some very strange activity in their house. Chris says that his 5-year-old son has been having terrible trouble falling asleep ever since the little boy's grandmother passed away. The 5-year-old would wake up in the middle of the night, making the typical claim of any frightened child, that there was, quote, something scary in his room. The boy repeated this multiple nights until finally Chris decided to buy a motion detection camera to prove to the child once and for all that there was simply nothing there. But instead, the camera captures something downright creepy. Now, obviously, because of the potato quality of the camera, it's hard to tell exactly what is going on here. All that we can make out is a strange dark shape that seems to move and disappear
Looks like a
along
mouse.
the side of the boy's bed.
I see a mouse.
Now, after reviewing the footage and seeing this bizarre incident, Chris decides to buy a new, higher quality camera. And sure enough, the camera captures something. Another unexplained dark shape seems to move right next to the boy as he sleeps. It almost looks like the translucent shape touches the boy's hand, and the child even seems to react to the touch in his sleep. Another night, and Chris is laying in bed with his son to comfort him, waiting until the boy falls asleep so that he can sneak out of the room. But then, this happens.
Slaap nog niet eens. Ik sliep wel, maar toen opeens. Ja, mama liep wat vallen, schat. Oh. Gebeurde dat hier? Ja. De stoute boekje van.
Books sitting on top of a shelf suddenly get tipped over and fall hard onto the floor. Chris and his son wake up, and the boy's mother quickly hurries into the room to see if the two are okay. Both Chris and his wife have no idea what just happened. So are Chris and his family haunted by an invisible entity that only his son can see? And if not, then just what is this? Let me know what you think. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Aldo sees something. Indian.
I honestly think I don't know if that's a ghost because everything there seemed like it was actually like a mouse or something. Um his books were positioned in a weird way. I mean, it literally could have just fallen off on its own. Um literally just yeah, it could have fallen off on its own. And it is weird though that the like I have a camera, maybe it's actually in I have a camera right over here Give me a second. That I just singled out right there. That you can see that is made to get the entire room. Um, if he did the same thing, uh, I mean that's a good idea. But the problem is you have this camera that's getting, it looked like it was getting up and down. So really what confuses me there is it was going up and down, which to me screams that the other one was focused on the child. The other camera was focused more on the child. So that way, all of a sudden, he's getting other cameras. Oh, and this one's going to see everything in the room. Let's have something over here happen. I don't know. It seems a little coincidental, but at the same time, again, I'm not looking at coincidence. I'm looking at, I think it really is. He just has a mouse. He has some kind of varmint in his house that he needs to get rid of.
YouTuber Robbie from the YouTube channel Biryani Man and his friends set out to explore an abandoned house in Madras, India. The four friends don't know much about the house other than that the building was abandoned because the property is said to be extremely haunted. Once inside, they find something very disturbing. Team member Vicky is a bit upset by an old rope hanging from the ceiling inside one of the rooms. But the other guys don't really seem to think much of it.
I wouldn't
But
think of
then,
anything of it.
YouTuber Robbie sees something shocking right behind him.
Hello, open this door. இங்க ஒரு டோர் இருக்கு. இந்த டோர் ஓபன் பண்ண போறோம். Aldo, வேலை செய்யுதா? ஓபன் ஆகுதா? மேல 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 பாரு. சரி, அவன் ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க டைம்ல நம்ம விக்கி கிட்ட கேட்போம். விக்கி, விக்கி, வாங்க. டேய், டேய் 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 இரு. டேய் டார்ச் இரு.
Someone or something seems to walk from left to right behind the unsuspecting group. When they check out the area, there's just no one there. The four friends decide to take a quick break outside the house to gather their thoughts. And that's when things get truly bizarre. Again, a dark figure can be seen, this time from one of the upstairs
I'll be honest.
windows.
I
The
mean,
guys go back inside to check it
I've
out,
been in a place
but
like
it did
this
not
where
go
you're out there
well.
exploring. Hell, we were filming something one time, and boom, there were homeless people living there. So he was crying because he saw someone. Now I don't believe it. If you see someone, you're like, whoa, okay, sorry. You walk away. You don't cry because you saw somebody. I mean, it could literally just be a homeless person trying to scare you. I mean, a lot of homeless people try to scare people out of their areas. I mean, I'm staying with homeless person.
சத்தியமா இருந்துச்சு ரவி. அப்படிலாம் எதுவும் இருக்காதுடா. இருந்துச்சு சிபி, விளாடாதீங்க சிபி, நான் பார்த்தேங்கிறேன்ல. சரி சரி வா வா அப்போ நான் வீட்டுக்கு போகலாம்
saying that what the guys have captured is anything paranormal. It could simply be a squatter or a homeless person in the building.
No, they said that too.
Don't know.
Could be just a squatter or a
All
homeless
I do
person.
know is that team member Aldo seems genuinely terrified of what he's seen. Inside the building, he claims he saw a horrifying figure, and he even starts to cry out of fright. Just as Aldo is explaining what he's witnessed, the team is shaken up by a loud bang, and they all run to their scooters and just get out of there. Shortly after, they stop to check on Aldo. Poor Aldo is still in tears, and they decide to just end the video and go home. So what do you think Aldo saw that terrified him this much? Is it all real? Is it all just a hoax? But if it is a hoax, Aldo either wasn't in on it, or he's one of the best actors ever. Because those are real tears. Anyway, as always, you decide. The Curse. From the time it was built in the 1960s, the Okago Onsen Inn in Tajimi City, Japan, was met with terrible misfortune. Some believe that the land the inn was built on was cursed from the beginning by a dark spirit. Local legend claims that a woman passed away under horrible circumstances.
I think that was just a guy. I think it was just a squatter or something. I really do. I mean, let's be honest. I like that idea that the one person said. It could have been like a prank where they were there. The only person not in on the joke was that one guy who was crying. I know. I mean, way back when, people would play pranks on people, and no, I've seen people get really like crying and crying from pranks. I mean, you know, let me go off on a tangent for a second. So there's a lot of things out there that can be really scary. Um, now I'll be completely honest. I've witnessed things that would normally traumatize people completely, and I'm not talking about the doll stuff. I'm talking about like I've witnessed people getting murdered, getting killed. I've met serial killers. I was attacked by one. I've been shot at. I've had I've had my nose completely removed. I've glued back on my thumb. I've had that completely severed it off. I've glued it back on. I've had this finger completely severed in half. It's been glued back. Um, I've been gutted. Been set on fire. I mean, I could go on about things that have happened to me. Um, and it's just one of those things where I've been through some terrible, horrific things. I've had a tornado land right behind my car and chase me, and exactly reenacting, uh, you know, a like Twister and stuff. I mean, it was crazy, and I used to be terrified of tornadoes, but after seeing one up close, and it was an EF4, so it was a big one, up close, and it chasing me, I'm not afraid of them anymore. And I don't know. I feel like when people have been in really bad situations, I've been held at gunpoint. I've had knives, held at me. I've had people try to rob me. I've had this. I've had that. I'm not afraid of them anymore. I'm not afraid of these things. It it does take now. If a bug comes in the house, do I still go yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I'll get startled, but I'm not like I don't have this huge fear, enveloping me or anything. So no, it is unique. So that guy, maybe he had um this deep fear of ghosts, of weird people, of being in strange locations, and he just broke down. I don't know. I honestly think that was just a homeless person. All right, let's move on.
On the property in the mid 1600s, and that she still haunts the property grounds. So, cut to the 1970s, and there was a severe food poisoning incident at the Okago Onsen Inn that absolutely ruins the reputation of the popular hotel. Even worse, soon after this, not one but two fires destroy large parts of the building and end several lives. The
Wow.
Okago Onsen Inn was closed down for good. Locals say that the devastating events left the inn's owner in complete financial ruin. In hopelessness and despair, he ended his own life by jumping from the inn's roof. Today, the inn has been abandoned for 40 years, and the
You
building
mean
is buried in overgrown
2
weeds
stories?
and vegetation. Rumors spread that the location is cursed, and that anyone who enters the inn will suffer a horrible fate. Those few who have dared to enter the inn
He only
claim
jumped
that they
that
have
far?
seen and heard the spirit
He
of
died?
the woman who curses the hotel. They also say that they have seen the apparition of what is believed to be the inn's former owner, who jumped from the roof. So, Japanese paranormal investigators Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film have heard the terrifying ghost stories and are ready to investigate the allegedly haunted inn. Together with their anonymous cameraman who goes by the name T, they start their investigation of the
I like that
building.
nickname. T. I
Tomo
like
and
that.
Hiro decide to take photos of each other inside the second floor's restroom, which is said to be one of the most active paranormal spots in the entire building.
In the
Things
restroom?
quickly take a very eerie turn.
どうですか？ちょっとわからん。いや怖いなここ。行くよ。うん。行くよ。うん。なんかこっち見てるように見えるね。ああ、見える。確かに見える。本当だ。こっち見てるように見えるね。本当だ。ありえないよね、でも角度的に。ありえない。ここに反射したの？そうだよ。いやいやいや。こっち見てない？普通に。見てる。いやいや、見てるよ。見てるよ。見てるよね。だってさ、これだって目がさ、白目じゃん。黒目でしょ。そう、黒目。しかもなんか睨んでるみたいな。これどう反射したらこうならんよ。これ普通だね。こっちは普通だ。普通っていうか、そうそう、ほぼ映ってない。あれ、こっちは俺逆にこっち見てんだな。あ、本当だ。あれこういうおかしくね。それおかしくね。見てみて、これは普通にまっすぐ見てる。見てるね。確かに。カメラ目線だもん。完全にカメラ目線。
Nothing out of the ordinary can be seen in Tomo's pictures. But when it's Hiro's turn, they discover that in one of the photos, the reflection of his face seems to be staring straight at the camera. The team is a little freaked out, but they shrug it off and decide to head up to the rooftop of the abandoned inn. The rooftop is barely recognizable as it's completely covered in dirt and weeds after being abandoned for 40 years. It is said that the owner of the inn jumped from this rooftop, taking his own life. While exploring, cameraman T gets spooked by something.
おそらくここは飛び降りをした人が当時いたみたいで、まあ多分それが原因で人がなんか噂がそうです。女の人の声聞こえた。どこで？こっちだ。これ全然わからない。わからない。マジでわからない。普通に笑い声聞こえた。マジで？聞こえた？全然聞こえない。なんで？
See, that's a problem right there. I clearly heard a woman's voice. I clearly heard a woman laugh. That's different than a voice. That's a laugh.
Cameraman T is frightened as he claims he heard the voice of a strange woman whispering in his ear and dropped his camera in fear. Later, the 3 team members watch the footage back that he recorded. They are shocked by what they find.
Let's see this.
Did you see it? Right after the camera falls, an upside-down face can be seen staring right back at the camera. Could it be that this is the face of the owner who took his own life on that very same rooftop?
Okay.
Or is it the woman's voice who cameraman T heard right before he dropped his camera? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. You can watch this full terrifying investigation
Okay.
on the YouTube channel Omega Toki Film.
I don't know about
Meanwhile,
that.
on TikTok,
I don't know.
TikTok user Nina Enton shared a creepy video of her nephew, Emmy, on her TikTok page. In the video, the boy discovers the hidden nanny cam that's carefully placed in his bedroom to keep a safe eye on him. But what happens next is downright chilling.
Where's Mama? Ask her, Mama. Oh, sorry.
The terrifying face of what appears to be an elderly woman can be seen staring at the camera. Nina
It's a
claims
book.
her nephew was alone in his room at the time of this recording. Now,
It's a book.
fake or not, when I first saw this video, it freaked me out. So, either way, the video is definitely very creepy.
See the whole thing as a
So
book.
whether it's real or
He's just
fake,
moving the book.
as always, you decide. In another video, TikTok user 17275C claims that he bought a haunted ring and that ever since he brought it home, strange things have started happening around his house.
I heard some noise down here, not the washing machine, but some like weird thumping, and this thing was rocking back and forth when I came down here.
Doors started shaking, unexplained voices can be heard at night, and a rocking chair suddenly started rocking back and forth all on its own. TikTok user 17275C shares his experiences on a regular basis on his TikTok page. One night, he films as he starts to feel sick from the paranormal activity around his house. Later, TikTok viewers are shocked when they see something in the video that he did not see. Something truly bizarre.
Going to go and my car for tonight. I'm not feeling good. I'm actually starting to get ill.
Did you see it? TikTok user 17275C is completely unaware that the dark silhouette of someone or something can be seen standing right behind him in a room. He explains in another video that he had no idea what was with him in his house, and that since this incident, he has been staying with a friend, too scared to return to his home. So is it real, or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax? You decide. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram here, Twitter.
Okay, so I mean the last one was interesting. The shadow person. It definitely was interesting because it was a completely blacked out person. I don't know how you would set that up without somebody just literally dressing in black. Um, I mean, I guess you could edit the footage, but honestly, I don't I don't see you if you're putting things on TikTok. I don't see you editing any footage and doing all that stuff. But I'm not really a TikToker. I'll post some stuff that are weird on TikTok, but that's really it. I don't really browse TikTok. Hmm. I don't know. I honestly I could not give you I could not tell you. I could not tell you what that was or how that worked. Um, I guess the only way I could really think of it is, I mean, it could just been another person working with them to do that, but I don't know. I don't know if Molly moved um, or anything, so we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just kind of, you know, I like looking at these things and looking at it in open perspective and not just saying like everything is real. Um, I don't like I like seeing what other people are doing. I like seeing what other people are experimenting with and figuring out and maybe uncovering or or you know finding out there. And I just really I really want to. I know the world is muddled with just fakes, fake this, fake that. But you know, there's always a diamond in the rough, and hopefully, hopefully during this live that Molly was doing something. I'm gonna stop fiddling with things. I was fiddling with this this wire holder. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, I'll if you guys really want me to post the video I took the other day that Molly somehow I had two cameras on her. I had a VR camera and I had a regular camera, and both of them stopped recording. Both of them stopped recording almost the exact same time. And I started the recording again, and then the other one stopped recording again, and all I had was audio. So I could play a little bit of it just so you can see what we had set up and how we had it going. Um, tried provoking her quite a bit. All right, see you guys.